And hey, everybody, it's us.
Hi. We're so glad you're here.
Thanks for joining. We've got something a little different today. I know we're like echoing mode, but that should just be the video. So what we're going to do today, first of all, welcome. I'm Eric.
I'm Julie. Happy Banderhoptober.
Happy Banderhoptober. I'm a little sniffy itchy today, everybody. So sorry in advance.
My bad.
Julie went to a cat cafe. I'm deathly allergic to cats.
I followed contamination protocol, which is I go to the cat cafe, I come home, I put everything in the washing machine, and I take a shower. However, we used my car to go to dinner tonight because we needed a smaller car. And although yesterday, thankfully, it was so beautiful here, I had the windows down the whole time to like air out any catness. It didn't take.
Nope.
Sorry.
It's okay. So I think we can have music for this kind of stream.
Sure.
So we can hear it micro here in the room, but everybody else should be okay. Okay, so what are we doing today? We're going to take a look at Planescape, Adventures in the Multiverse. This is the most recent book, which is actually 3 books in one. And specifically, we're going to take a look at the monsters, because I've already done a video on the feats and a video on the character backgrounds.
Yes.
And a lot of it, I was going to do videos on
I love those.
the Modrons.
Yeah, I couldn't remember what their names were. Their lips are much more pronounced than I would have guessed.
Oh, well, they eat them for kissing.
Good for them. I feel like the minis we have don't have such elaborate lips, but I might be remembering it wrong.
I think they've got pretty big lips.
Okay.
Top up, the one that says Modron. In the section you were in.
Oh. This barely has a mouth.
No, look, the whole thing is the mouth.
But sorry. This one barely has lips.
Okay.
And when you look at it straight on, I don't see the mouth. This one absolutely has a mouth and some little buck teeth. It's actually kind of cute. You're never going to be able to see it, but it's there.
Howdy, Caden. Late, but glad to catch the live stream. Thanks for joining.
Thanks for being here, Caden.
This one's going to be a little different than normal. We're just going to kind of react to some monsters.
I have not looked at this book. We have just the digital edition here. I haven't looked at it. Typically when we get a book, Eric likes to sit down on the couch together and flip through it, and we look at all the art together.
Yeah.
I'm never going to read one of these books cover to cover because that's not who I am as a person or a D&D player. And I am exclusively a player. Eric is the DM and also somebody who enjoys this hobby more in depth than I do. Eric usually reads the books and the adventures and all that kind of stuff. So Eric has looked through things for sure, but I am coming in basically blind, only having watched his videos. But I don't know what kind of monsters to expect, and I'm not very good with recall on what monsters are. So we'll see.
Caden, do me a favor. How is the music audio on this? I saw screenshots of flip through.
Thanks so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you. Getting the kids ready for school.
I thought tomorrow was
Whoa.
holiday.
Looking forward to your review. Thanks. Music is perfect. Thank you. Perfect. Great.
Thanks, Caden. Thanks, Richard.
So we already did videos on the backgrounds and the feats. I'd planned to do the spells as a video, but the spell in here, we'll take a look here,
Sure.
Time. The spells are very specific. So these aren't general use spells. These are specifically for portals. So this whole book, in a very high level way, is about the city called Sigil. That is the city of keys. That is kind of like a crossroads of all the different planes.
Okay.
And so portals, weird things that you wouldn't normally encounter in like Waterdeep or whatever.
Okay.
So these spells, I honestly didn't think were worth doing videos on because they're so hyper specific.
Sure.
If you detect a portal, portal key, like
fortify the fabric of planes. Yeah,
like cool.
Yeah, they seem, like you're saying, very specific to the story and this universe kind of thing, but not
So and then we're doing a live stream.
Hey, Roland.
Welcome. I'm a little sniffy today, though. Sorry about that.
Sorry.
Yeah. So I wasn't gonna say anything.
I know. I'm still sorry.
These items are kind of very specific also. So this is actually like a person kind of thing. I don't know. But like it's not something you're going to get in a regular adventure. This points you to the last portal you went through. Like cool for the book.
Yeah.
Elsewhere, no.
Yeah.
Record your sensation. Like.
Yeah, I don't know what that means.
So I didn't even do videos for these.
Hope you feel better. Thank you, Roland. That's very kind.
Thanks.
Caden, I was shocked when I saw the spells. I would have liked to have seen a 3.5's dimensional anchor and dimensional lock converted to 5e. Ooh.
Sure. That's an old version. We're in 5e. It's 3.
I knew that much.
Okay. So that's why. So I'd planned to do videos on these, but ultimately I was like, there's no.
It doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
I see a grung.
Slod. Yeah. 2.
Oh my gosh, I didn't even see the one back there. Happy Banner Hubtober, y'all.
Yeah, check it out. FryMinis.com. Join us over discord.gg/FryMinis. So for all this info here, take a look at our videos. We've got the videos there. Okay, so what are we doing today? We are taking a look at... Everything good?
Yep.
We're going to take a look at some monsters. And we're just going to like look through these and basically have Julie's reaction. Let me zoom in because I think
another slod.
There we
go. I love this skull. Is that the? It's not the Midir.
No. There are a bunch of them. Mimir.
Thank you.
Yeah, there are multiple. So there's a game called Planescape Torment that was out about the time that I was playing the original Baldur's Gate. And I didn't play it because it just seems weird and like I'm like what?
Yeah, and your attention was fully focused.
Yeah. Nowadays I would play it, but
sure. The lift
being
just
sick, it's just allergies. Cat.
Roland, I totally missed your stream last week, but I'm so glad that you wore the shirt. I'll have to go back and find it. Thank you so much for the reminder. The spells feel like they're just there to give spellcasters access to the Horizon Walker's abilities. Oh, interesting.
Yeah, Horizon Walker is a ranger subclass from a previous book. That's like a cool idea, but just like so many things, it's so specific.
Sure.
Okay, so
I see a slot. I'm happy. Is it? Do
on the left? Yeah.
Okay. That's
the green one.
Got it. Sometimes I can't remember whether they have the tendrils or not.
Yeah, the one that has the staff for the minis.
I love that. Is that a Lokafa?
I think that's probably a Koatoa.
I love the Koatoa. I love that the Modron is handing out buckets of grapes. A Kenku! I'm currently playing a Kenku, and she's not very smart, and I love her. She's delightful. That big, just spooky eyeball in the background is really something.
Oh, yeah.
That catches the attention. And there's Snap's Shimmer Shell right there.
Where?
This is a turtle, isn't it?
Oh, maybe. I don't know. It's hard for me to make that out. But let's say yes.
Let's say yes, and.
Okay.
It's on YouTube now. If you're not caught up, you'll really like the grung friend my party adopted. I assume that's grung and not grunge, which was an autocorrect. Either way, yeah, I mean, if Kurt Cobain is there, sure, why not? I can't wait. Thank you.
Julie always watches Roland Kritz's streams.
I do. They're fun. It's the kind of D&D I like to play. Those are very precious. I don't like bugs at all, but those I find very cute.
Yeah, we'll get to them.
Grung. I know what you mean. Perfect, Roland. Happy Vander Hubtober. Thank you for celebrating.
Sunflies.
They're bugs. I don't like their butts. I don't like that they're pretending to be cheerful when I know that they buzz around my ear, and I don't like that.
All right. So we're skipping through everything. Oh, look at that bat.
Oh.
Look at the bird. Look at the bird.
Oh.
And a frog.
I like almost everything here. Oh.
It's like a tardigrade.
Yeah, I don't like the tardigrade.
Look how grumpy the bottom frog.
He's one of those ones that goes.
We're talking about this guy here.
Yeah. And we're never going to stop.
And even the otter's having fun. Oh, the kiwi's eating kiwis.
Oh my gosh. One of our nephews is going to love that. Oh my gosh. Let's screenshot that for later.
Yeah.
I don't like this.
I know you don't like those monkeys.
No, I don't like the monkey at all. I don't like this horned creature.
Oh.
Yeah, their noses really freak me out. I don't like it.
Okay.
I don't like horseshoe crabs. The otter is very cute. I like the pangolin. Don't like tardigrades. Love that bird, which I know the name of, but it's not coming to me right now. The bat is fine. The bear is cute. By the way, it's Fat Bear Week. Does anybody else celebrate Fat Bear Week? Fatbearweek.org. It's a national phenomenon. It has nothing to do with me at all. It's a social phenomenon with the bears at, I'm not going to say the name right, a national park in Alaska that I want to call Katami, but I don't think that's right.
That sounds right.
Great. It's a national park, and it's Fat Bear Week. Fatbearweek.org. Okay. An alien antelope on the side.
Go up one.
My daughter played a Grung Rune Knight named King Mo, and she loved it. Of course she did. There's nothing better than playing a froggy friend.
So Fat Bear Week, they take bears that were skinny,
Yeah.
and then compare them to how they gain weight before they hibernate. Mm-hmm. I'm doing a teach back because Julie just taught me about this.
Oh, a teach back.
A teach back. And then people just vote on which bear they think is the best.
There's a bracket. So it's
like a sports.
Yes,
bracket.
like a sports bracket. It's the only kind of bracket that I've ever paid attention to, and I don't really understand how this particular one works. But it's open voting, and each day there's two different matchups that you get to vote on until they get the fattest bear. I'm going to say this. My favorite bear and my number one pick was bear. A lot of them are numbers instead of names. Some of them have names, some of them don't. My favorite bear was number 747. Yes, like the plane, because it's a giant bear, but he got knocked out. He's not in the bracket. And I have to say, the bear he was matched up against, I believe was named Chunk, and absolutely should have won that matchup. But this year, like before the pictures from this year started coming out, it was like, oh my gosh, 747's in this. It's going to be him. But it's not. I'm also pretty excited about Holly. She's still in, but I don't know that she's going to win against Chunk. Chunk is enormous. Okay, fatbearweek.org. It's through the national parks. It's all very fun. It's free. It's delightful. Okay.
And thank you to our friends at intotheam.com/FryMinis for sending us these shirts. If you want to pick out some cool shirts, not the Banner Hoptober. Those are different. Those you can get on FryMinis.com. I think. Yeah. Intotheam.com/FryMinis. Link in the description. You get a discount. We get a little kickback. It's helpful for everybody. Thanks.
I think we're done plugging things. I wish I could be a sponsor of fatbearweek.org. Okay.
Yeah.
This frog is the best thing that I've ever seen in my life. The little grumpy one with the frown. I like tree frogs very much, but fat, round frogs really sing to me.
So what this whole section is talking about, that we're not going to go into detail, is the different planes having influences on creatures.
Sure.
And giving them maybe special abilities if they're from that area. So, like, spells.
Okay.
But we're really just looking for pictures right now.
Yep.
Oh,
no, I hate it.
A unicorn.
No.
Through a pustuled forest.
No.
Planar template. Yeah.
I can't stand anything about that. I already don't like horses. And pustular is pustuled.
So the idea is you have, like, you can use, like, a random, like a polar bear stat block. But then you can apply one of these effects to it, and now it's a polar bear from Hades.
Okay, the larval rebirth I thought was lovular rebirth because I can read, I just choose not to. And that seemed very cool. I thought it was coming back as lava, but no.
Look at the face on this little bug.
What is happening and why?
Oh, it's the larval rebirth.
Okay, got it. That's disgusting. So basically a planar... Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't like this one bit. The bird skull on this hag's hip is interesting, though.
Yeah. I like that she's kind of chunky.
I like that, too. And I like that she's got, like, leg wraps on that look like athlete leg wraps.
Yeah. She's getting ready for quarterly championship.
Ooh.
So Mount Celestia is, like, essentially heaven.
This is beautiful art.
Yeah, I don't know that there was any AI art in this book, which is a win.
Yep, I was hoping there wasn't any.
They had a problem with it.
I remember. That was so beautiful, though. I don't even care that it's a dragon. That was just really beautiful art.
Wyvern.
Oh, excuse me, a wyvern. Oh! I don't like that its head is so sharp.
Which one?
This one.
Oh.
Because it's supposed to eat plants.
Bam, 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 bam.
Yeah. The T-Rexy looking thing is fine.
Constructs.
Homunculus. That's one of the funniest words in the entire world. Tyrannical homunculus.
Have you seen what a homunculus looks like?
No, I don't know what that is, but I...
Oh, I could have had one when I was playing my artificer.
Next time a child upsets me, I'm going to call them a tyrannical homunculus and see what happens.
You could.
Oh, that's a gremlin. That is a fat gremlin. And you would know that if you had ever seen gremlins. That's a gremlin and a fruit bat.
Yeah. And look how you make it. With that first line.
Clay, ash, mandrake root, and blood. Yep. Squirrel-sized. That's a misnomer then. To have something homunculus that's not humongulous is dumb. That's a real missed opportunity.
Okay. Let's keep going. Dragons. Okay. Ooh, it's the Holy Avenger. Ooh, a lawful good fairy dragon with wings like stained glass.
Ooh, that sounds beautiful. Don't feed it after midnight, but it doesn't say which midnight.
Oh, that's funny. That's very funny. Ooze.
Oh.
Limbo's pure chaos.
Yep. I like the... Wait. I thought it was just a rhino humanoid thing, but that goat head doesn't look like decoration.
No, it's a animal-headed Etten, which is like the two-headed giant. We've got some back there.
I don't like it.
Usually they're like giants with beards and stuff.
I know. Thank you. I know what an Etten is now.
I like the eyeballs.
I know you do. I think
it'd be fun to have a Mario Kart adventure through here. Yeah. And part of it is like the slimy tentacle that's like moving.
Yes.
That'd be cool. They might have had it. I haven't played many Mario Karts.
It's not in any of the recent ones. Something that I find incredible in this game overall, and especially in this piece of artwork, is for someone to be so talented and so creative and so capable and work so hard to create such a beautiful landscape, and then to put something as ugly as that slime of eyeballs in it. It's just devastating. It's cruel at some point because that art is amazing.
I like the slime.
Well, you're wrong.
And we've got some encounter tables. That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
That I like. So much personality.
Yeah. The eye looking up.
Mm-hmm. If that dragon had glasses, they'd be at the tip of its nose.
Oh, for sure.
And this, like...
I think this is a time dragon.
I like its whiskers.
Like 50% chance it's from the past, 50% chance it's from the future.
Mm.
Yeah, the whiskers are what makes me think it's that's the one we used on the thumbnail. That kind of thing.
Ah.
All right. Okay. Next chapter. This is where we're going into the actual monsters now. So these are in alphabetical order. Is Mort a demi-lich?
Oh.
I think Mort's whatever he wants to be. I don't know.
TBD.
Okay. Archons are denizens of the seven heavens of Mount Celestia. Skilled communicators. They like to subdue their foes. Their form corresponds to the hierarchy. Okay. So this is a dog. This is the Hound Archon.
That dog has seen some things.
And he's like a paladin, I guess, a little bit, right?
I like his armor. I just feel like he's just covered in acne scars.
It looks like robot legs.
Yeah, I wonder if those are robotics or if there's a little bit of dog skin seeping through. About time we saw this in 5e.
Oh, yeah. Everybody wants playable dogs.
Mmm.
And he tried... they tried to say, oh, you can play as a shifter, which is from one very specific book, and like you can flavor it as dog themed.
Oh, that's a bummer.
Yeah, it was a total cop out.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate that this dog looks pit bull-esque.
Their staple. Okay.
Huh.
Yeah, I like it. Let's see. CR4. Okay, so that's not too bad. I can turn into a dog or a wolf.
Ooh.
It bites.
Yeah, it does.
It bites and hits you with its sword.
Very much a cop-out. Wizards of the Coast likes taking the easy way out.
Yeah. We're not going to be too complainy, though, on this stream. You can complain, but I'm going to try to...
Feel free. Lantern. Oh, this looks like a biblically correct angel.
No.
With the 3 wings coming out in a weird way.
Yeah, but they don't have all the eyeballs.
I know, but...
So the dog had the aura of menace, too. Each creature of its choice within 20 feet makes a whiz save or is frightened.
We have a dozen different elves, multiple feline races, but no dog race. Crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I see what you mean. I hadn't really thought about it, to be honest with you.
A Voltron version. Electrobuzz. Or Magnetite. Yeah, so this one's little. This is wee. CR2. Cool. Warden Archon. Ursine.
I don't know. It's Fat Bear Week.
Yeah, it is.
Oh!
He also has totally metal covered legs.
Yeah. And very thin legs, all things considered.
That's true.
He's shaped like Mr. Incredible. Is that his name? From The Incredibles, the dad. He's got like toothpick legs, but he's got the biggest honking torso.
I don't know that movie. I saw it once. I think that's his name, but I don't know.
Archon skip leg day.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's straight up immune to lightning. That's cool.
Ooh.
So CR8, so this is the hardest one so far, which makes sense because bears are scary.
Yeah.
30 feet of true sight. Tracker's bite. +8. 3d6 +5. It knows its distance and direction. Wow.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
That'd be scary.
And he can teleport 120 feet.
I do not want to mess with that bear.
So 2 claws and a bite. Okay. You would think he would, like, wrap you in a scroll or something.
Doesn't have time for that. When he's in battle, he's all bear.
Read this first sentence out loud.
Arcanaloths are tall, gaunt Yugoloths who keep to the gray wastes of Hades. How dare you? Try to embarrass me on a stream.
Oh, keep going.
That's the first sentence.
Yeah.
Their gray, desiccated skin stretches over their bones, and their heads resemble horned equine skulls with ember-like eyes. Sages endlessly debate the nature of Arcanaloths, and the Book of Keeping, ancient tomes detailed the true names of the first Yugoloths, report no mention of Arcanaloths within. This is all...
Demodands.
Ugh.
All right.
He said sentence but meant paragraph. Exactly.
Yeah, well,
Either you die here or live long enough to become a...
What?
I'm not going to say that word. But hello. Welcome, Gaggins. That's a hilarious name.
Yeah.
I get it.
I think we've had an issue before.
Oh, dear.
We'll see. Okay. Arcanaloth.
Cool.
256 hit points.
Cool.
CR 17.
I don't think I've ever fought anything that intense.
Well, you killed Orcus.
That was a one-time thing.
Okay, so immune to acid and poison, resistant to like everything else. 4 legendary resistances. Multi-attack, 1 anguishing bite and 1 claw attack, and it can teleport. +10 to hit, D10, +3d6. Can't heal.
Oh. Yeah.
2d6 and 5d6.
If this thing wants you dead, you should just lie down.
All right. Reaction.
Inescapable pain.
Oh, wow.
Holy moly! It's the first time we've seen a monster with more than 3 legendary resistances. Oh.
Yeah. I don't recall anything else. Maybe in Fizzbands, one of the ancient worms or whatever had some, but I don't recall anything.
You may be right, Caden.
It's just like a dude?
That looks like a dude to you.
Yeah, but I mean, like, look, these are like regular sized people. What size is this? Large. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as advertised, it's got gross,
Oh yeah, the flesh.
desiccated gray flesh over an equine skull.
Okay.
It looks like the Pale Man.
It's it's generally unusual, I think, from what I recall, for something to be large and to be this powerful. Either it's like medium, it's like a person,
Sure.
or it's just like super big.
That's interesting. So there's no, like...
I mean, not
Right, not exclusively.
Yeah.
Right. Just based on the stats, you assumed it would be larger than that.
yeah,
Larger than
or
large.
like with armor or something. Just like, hey, I'm a gator boy.
It's a horse, but yeah.
It's a horse?
It's an equine skull.
Yeah. I guess this part.
I see what you mean. It does look gatorish, but
This is cool art for it too.
it's cool art. It's not my favorite style of art, but I'm super impressed by it. And
Yeah.
the like orange,
Yeah.
easy seeming glowing effect on the, not easy seeming, but like it's not obnoxious. It's almost like subtle glowing of the runes on the pages, and that mist kind of coming off of it is really, really cool.
If you're within 10 miles of it, you can't heal with a spell
Jeez.
unless you pass the DC 19.
The art style gives me later AD&D second or early 3.5 vibes. I trust your experience.
Within 10 miles, you only heal half your hit points on a long rest.
Jeez. Yeah, I don't want anything. I don't want to be near that.
Centaur-like celestials. Lower bodies of goats, humanoid torsos, and curved horns.
Okay, so
Centaur. Like goatee instead of horsey.
okay, yep. I was thinking it was like Pan, but nope. More different. Hey, look at these two amazing humans. Hi, Eric and Julie. Hi,
Hey,
Brian.
Brian.
So glad you're here.
Welcome aboard.
Can't wait to see your Vader Hobtober submission.
Oh my god. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love how prim and proper it's standing, like at attention with its 4 feet.
Look at this little friend.
Yeah, I don't like that at all.
Stealing his goodies.
Yep. It looks like a marmoset cyclops.
Is this like a bag of holding? Like different version?
I love that.
Yeah.
This is beautiful.
Give me your cheese.
Yeah. None for me, thanks. Is that a flaggard? What is that kind of cup called with a lid?
Flagon?
Flagon.
Or a tankard?
Wegmans. Oh.
This is a cranium rat squeaker. So this is a bunch of rats in a coat.
This art isn't, but feels to me like real monsters. That almost like gritty, grainy quality to it.
Look at their little hands holding that
Okay,
glove.
that's adorable. Rats aren't cute, but that's really cute. And the little like peekaboo window out the top.
Yeah.
Hi, Nick. Glad you're here.
Hey, Nick.
I agree. It's very cool.
2 hit points?
Oh. So it.
Oh, no, that's for 1. This is the...
The swarm. Okay, that makes more sense. Hi, how's it going? It's going great, Nick. Glad you're here. Rats with huge brains on a full moon are not cute. Agree. It was explained in an interview that as the cranium rats get more intelligent, they get more shy that they're not wearing clothes. Oh.
What?
They learn shame. How very human.
Yeah, I mean, 15 intelligence. 4. Ooh. So the
Their
squeaker
power's
is like
9.
a tiny baby one. Because there's like just a regular cranium rat.
I thought so. Okay.
Which is... Oh, also CR0.
Yeah, also has 2 hit points, so... The difference... Can you pull that art back up again? Look at how meaty and vicious those rats look, and then look at how cute these rats are.
Yeah.
I prefer this kind of rat. I don't think anything with its brains exposed is cute.
AC 12, hit points 2, 30 feet, 2, 14, 10, 2, 14, 10, 4, 11, 8, 4, 11, 8, dark vision, telepathy. So this says telepathy, just general. This says emotions only. So that's a different. Shared telepathy.
Nick is disappointed that he missed the Archons. Sorry, Nick.
Oh. Here. One second.
You can still have both as a familiar, I believe. Oh. I would not want a cranium rat as a familiar. Might just be me, but no thanks.
I don't know who's letting you have the... Whatever. So here are the Archons. This is the Hound Archon. We'll just scroll through it real quick. So you can skip back in time if you need to.
This one I liked the best and talked about Fat Bear Week.
Yeah.
Actually, no, it was before this. Okay.
All right. Davos. Gray-skinned, vaguely human-like figures with... Oh, this is the old lady thing.
Oh. The 5e Lantern Archon sadly doesn't have its Gestalt Voltron form.
Oh, I didn't know that actually was a thing. I thought you were just making up funny ideas. All right. Oh, it doesn't make any melee attacks or opportunity attacks, even in self-defense. Okay.
When restrained.
When restrained?
Oh, you're saying it... But it has multi-attack. It sounds like physical restraint is like a... Isn't that like a spell that it can cast on you?
No. What?
Nothing.
No, these are features. So it does not attack with its hands. This is a spell attack.
I see.
So it's just floating around and shooting bricks at you from the ground.
Got it. Okay. Oh.
Translate. Oh, here. Adabus communicates by creating illusory symbols and pictures that float in the air in front of itself and disappear a few seconds later. A creature that can see such a message can decipher it with a successful intelligence DC 10 investigation check. No action required.
Well, now I want to solve the puzzle.
Oh, okay. Don't read the bottom.
Leaf at once.
This is the Lady of Pain.
Depain. Deplane. Comens. Itten. Leave at once. Depain. Commence.
So if those are pluses, do you think that's a minus?
Yeah, that's why I was saying itten instead of mitten.
It's a mitt.
No.
An oven mitten? Go find me an oven mitten.
Okay. Okay, first of all, commands it. Yeah. Okay. Not commence. Commands. Okay. First of all, a mitt is a baseball mitt. That
What
I
do you call
wanted to
this?
call it oven glove.
Oven glove? You don't say.
I don't say any of these things because I don't use those. I call them pot holders. And there's no M in pot holder.
Oh my god.
Okay. Oven mitt makes more sense than mitten. I'll acknowledge that, but that's only for the sake of this riddle.
Oh, you're gonna love this one.
Darkweaver. No, it's an arachnid. I'm out. Why does it have so much mouth?
It's a really good drawing.
Oh, it's a very good drawing.
Look at its butt.
Yeah, I'm looking at the corpse on the lower right.
Which
and
one?
center. Oh, I don't like any of this.
It shoots pure shadow. Fascinated by sensations.
What does that even mean? Isn't that just living? I don't like this.
It's only medium, though. I thought it'd be bigger.
Yeah, I don't see how that could possibly be medium.
Maybe those are just really far away. Or they're tiny.
Are they children?
Yeah, they're children.
I don't like this.
Probably enjoys how creatures feel fear. Yeah.
That's a clever thought. Yeah.
I like that layer actions. All right. Demodan. Oh, here. This is another fun sentence.
I can't begin.
Try it.
Demodands, also called Garoleths,
Yeah.
are fiends from the Tartarian depths of Carceri. Carceri?
Githzerai. No, that was great. I don't know what a Demodand is.
Here's the thing with me. If a word has too many letters in it, I just guess.
It's like a monster.
Okay, that I love. It's horrifying and I love it. Look how joyful it is. Look how happy he is just to be included. I don't know whose shield that is that's just tumbling behind him. It almost looks like Groot's face. I love that.
Okay, this is CR11, so this is pretty strong.
This might be about the spider. Does it have any skills like intimidation?
The spider? No. Oh, yeah, it's perception and stealth.
Makes sense.
But I like where you're going with it. That was a good idea. These violent fiends ooze thick, sticky tar. It sticks to anything it touches.
Oh, so that's not somebody's, like, that shield face, Groot face, is just, like, it's stuck to it from somebody else. It's not its own that it's leaving in the dust.
Yeah, spider climb.
Spoopy. What's a Farastu? Farastu?
This?
Oh, that's what this is. Okay. Sorry, the Farastu has a 40% chance of summoning a Farastu Demodand.
And so it's summon itself.
Oh.
Or its sister.
Sister.
All right. Slimy. They're the bureaucrats. Squat and their skin drips.
It can summon a friend. I do like that.
Oh!
Oh!
This one has a bikini.
I guess. I like this. I like that it looks like it's made out of trash. It's a sentient trash mountain, and I mean that as a compliment.
Yeah, I just like jowls.
Yeah. Jowls, a lizardy face, a thick set of brow folds.
I feel like when we eventually get a mini of this,
Yes.
this is like gonna be in the Banderhob world.
Yes.
For us.
Completely agree with you. I think this is absolutely wonderful. I never want to fight one. It's got a nauseating fog, so that's I'm out. I'm out.
Oh, it can summon 1d2 of the other ones.
Ooh.
And spit acid.
Nice to have you guys back. Thank you, Repulse the Monkey.
Thanks.
Glad you're here. Thanks for hanging out.
Yeah, I appreciate it. We're trying something a little different today.
Just going through the book, looking at monsters.
Oh, is this like the daddy one? Shaggy.
I was okay until we got to the eyeballs and or pustules on the belly. I don't like that. But I do love its big fancy collar. I like that it has a portal in its own hand. I like that it has
a fork.
Ground cover. That fork looks like it's got a spider's butt in it, but it might be a gemstone.
Yeah.
I want to like that
Oh,
more.
CR16, so this is a very tough one.
I never want to save this, but like put it in a waist trainer and I'm good to go. Just cover up whatever's going on there.
Okay, numbing secretion. Disadvantage. Advantage. Jailer. Imprisonment. 9th level spell. Holy cow.
Shaggy Demodands are fun. I wonder if they kept their lawyer-like lore.
Yeah.
Hulking creatures. Self-appointed wardens.
Records.
Meticulous records.
They manipulate people.
Well,
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see where that's coming from. Yeah,
Oliver Bernard, you did a good job on all these.
absolutely you did, Oliver. Thanks for sharing your art with us.
Exhales a spray of slime. Oh, a ton of damage and poison or paralyzed for a minute.
That's too much. Seems mostly intact, yeah.
Oh, we can summon a D4 of the first ones.
Oh. I never want to face this. This seems really difficult.
Okay. It can turn all of the lesser versions into a living liquid form. Each becomes enough liquid to fill a flask.
Why?
You can open it when liquefied this way, paralyzed. So, like, you can release it?
Yeah, it sounds like kind of in that controlling type way. It'll liquefy everybody, put them all in bottles, and then dispense it at its own will instead of having its plebes get in its way.
I mean, it doesn't actually say it, like, does it still have its stats? Oh, it lasts. Okay, so you could pour it out and then just end the effect. Or a creature opens and then so it turns into itself. I got you. Okay. I'm smart.
I know.
I'm doing my best today. Eater of knowledge. I like that he's got a mask like he's Robin.
Yeah. I like that he's got 3 fingers. That makes it kind of cute. I don't like its giant many-toed foot.
Yeah. Created by the Mind Flayer God Brain.
Bipedal masses of squelching muscles and exposed brain matter.
Oh.
I'm out. I'm out.
CR6, yeah, that does seem low.
Eater of knowledge is 2. Oh, got it.
Zero brains. It must have consumed brains to do this.
Oh.
Just roll D10 to see how many brains it has.
We used to roll for legs.
Yeah. Whenever we'd see a horse, roll for legs.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to see if I can go blow my nose or something if you want to keep going. I'll be
I'd love
right
to.
back, y'all.
Boo boo. Okay. So I'm going to go off on a tangent because that's why I'm here. I recently started playing Baldur's Gate 3 with Eric. You may have seen that he did live streams he played through. I'm playing through very casually with him in my party, and he controls the other 2 people in our party and himself, and then I'm just me. I don't like Githyanki. Their faces bother me. It's nothing personal. I don't know anything about Githyanki, like who they are, what their deal is. I've played through like just the starter content on BG3. I haven't gotten very far. But Githyanki bother me with their freaky faces. So from what I can tell you, BG3, from people who like that kind of game, love it. It's incredible. And the like PC magazine or whatever rating that came out that was like 97 out of 100 is accurate. For me, I'm still, I play it like once every week maybe, so I'm not really super good with the controls quite yet. And I'm playing through with someone who I love very much, but who has played through it several times and knows exactly what we're doing. So I don't get to play my way, which when I used to play World of Warcraft was like log in, tootle about in a field. If I get a quest, maybe I complete it, but if it gets too complicated, I just like, give up and just start like killing gross looking creatures in the forest to collect XP. And if I could, I was always a night elf hunter. If I could, I would just stay in where they are and like level up to 100 by killing deer, just like one at a time. I don't like deer. It's a personal thing. I hit one with my car once. It was a whole thing. Deer are overpopulated and we've killed all their predators and deer are nonsense. So if I could just stay where the night elves were and kill all the deer, that's my kind of game. Like, give me to 99. I don't really care. If I can jump around and just do the ha, ha, and have my ears flop, that's my dream. So how is BG3? Good, according to people who matter. For me, it's TBD. These are Githzerai, not Githyanki. Yes.
Githzerai.
Thank you. These are Githzerai. Yes, I see that, but they look... I understand that. But they look the same to me.
They are.
So...
They're two sects. S-E-C-T.
I knew exactly what word you were saying. Yes. Thank you, Nick. I understand that. But to me, this is...
Mechanically, they're different races.
It's like a Kenku and a... What is a bird person called in the other game?
A Tengu in Pathfinder, but that's not a good comparison.
Okay, well then, I've got nothing. The point is, I think that these creatures don't look like things that I like because their noses freak me out. Vulcan versus Romulan.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Thank you, Michael. I did say it was a tangent. It absolutely was. That said, I like this lady's dress. I think it's really pretty.
Yeah.
And I like that she's got bangles on, just like non-essential decorative accessories.
She's a traveler.
Good for her. I'm not going to say
sharp toes.
No. He needs to trim those. She does too. People who get French tips on their toes, I don't understand it. I never want...
So we didn't go through anything.
I was entertaining the people. I am a bard, and I'm trying to bring up what those purple plants look like. Because they really look like something that I'm not going to talk about.
Oh my god. All right. CR9, this is a strong futurist.
BG3 Rants. Thank you. Yeah.
I am not going to say what it was, but I was playing and I found something and I remembered, oh, this is this way because of this.
Wow. What a story.
Psychic bolts. 3 of them. Pow, pow, pow.
Pow, pow, pow.
I always like to get different stat blocks of different levels for humanoid type of things. Because that way it's really handy for if your players are like...
You're giving us the TLDR stories.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really handy for if your players are like going to be on like an escort quest or something. And you're like, oh, here's their stat block. It's easy to manage. Okay, Traveler. This one is way weaker. Look at that, CR3.
If you don't feel good, I can do a real job and you can go in the other room and feel better.
Oh.
That's all I'm trying to communicate to you.
I didn't know what that meant.
I understand that. I was trying to be subtle.
Yeah.
Basically,
do a real job. I have a real job.
Oh, I just meant I wasn't going to just sit here and not actually scroll the whole time you were gone.
I don't know about that.
I had a pocket of time that I had to slip in something. And that's all. I was committing to do a better job if Eric needed to take a break.
So fundamentally, where a Githyanki is generally martial focused, a Githzerai is generally mental focus.
Oh.
It's not exclusive, but that's
Okay.
like general.
No, that's helpful.
And their enemies.
Thank you, Michael. Yes, a centaur. Great thing there aren't any on the road because I wouldn't do well with that. Ugh. Ugh. Ugh.
Oh, here, you're gonna hate this one.
Nomadic and peaceful, Gardenals are animalistic celestials who hail from Elysium. Did I say any of those right?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, great.
So this is a bird person.
Oh, I don't care for that at all. Also, if you're going to call something a Gardenal and not have it be red with armor, missed opportunity.
What?
A Cardinal.
Oh my god.
I didn't come up with this silly word. They did.
CR9, so this is pretty strong too.
I appreciate that I did in BG3 encounter some harpies, and I did not like what they looked like. So I appreciate that this thing is fully covered in feathers and doesn't have non-essential mammaries.
Mm. Or they're small.
Sure.
The not harpy.
The not harpy.
Okay, this one is what I sent you the picture of. Long faces and crested manes.
Okay.
But what I don't think you noticed is look at his fingernails. They're all little hooves.
Oh! Get it off the screen. I hate it so much.
Is this a tail or is this from the mane?
I think it's a tail, because otherwise this is too many baby hairs to be out. Ugh. You lost me at non-essential mammaries. Look. When something that isn't a mammal has human breasts, it's weird. So harpies having those, I get it. They're quasi-humans, whatever. But like,
I wish more.
Can we not?
More creatures that we say, well, they're mammalian or they're humanoid, but had non-human, had just like pig versions. Because we all know why they're there in real world.
Well,
right?
exactly. Yeah.
And so I'd love to see that justification.
Yeah, if he was going to lean into it. A tiny horseshoe for every finger.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I mean, I think click, 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 click.
I don't like horses either. I don't want to hit him with my car. I don't want to hit deer with my car either.
I think you'll like this one.
This is better. Let's do this instead. Look, he carved those swords out of bones.
Yeah, and you can kind of see through it.
Yeah, that's terrifying. Look at this little adventurer and his cute little pink nose.
So this artist, Eric Belial, is one of my favorite artists.
I've heard you talk about Eric Belial before because
I wanted to get our one of our party done up by him, but he was gonna charge a lot, which is fair.
Yeah. Wasn't in our budget.
Yeah. Never look up Eric Belial's like Twitter account. You he's a very political person. But I do my best to tune that out, and he's at the end of the day, he's probably my favorite single D&D artist.
I mean, this is really cool. The colors are so beautiful. The blue hood against those beautiful, delicate baby pink ears.
And just the style that he draws, where it's not cartoonish, but it's not entirely like lifelike.
Yeah.
So it's, I think he just has the perfect. Here's what I want my D&D art to look like.
Sure. I can appreciate that.
And like, you know how World of Warcraft things have like a squareness to them?
Yeah.
Like, I feel like these kind of things do too, a little bit.
Okay.
Like, where it's just to go with the just not quite, like in between cartoonish and real, hyper real or whatever.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I think this looks great. Reminds me of the Humblewood setting.
Yeah, that's where all these like little animals or races and stuff.
Ah.
This third party. This is a new section. Primus, who's the leader of the Modrons. The Koliar root is a wondrous machine.
No.
This is a high heel robot.
Yeah. Like a certain political figure?
CR20 though.
Whoa!
Holy crap.
That's too many arms and too many swords. Cola root is also a staple, inevitable, that's as iconic as the Marut.
Oh, yeah, the Marut.
I'm excited to see the next one because I see the word elephant. I don't like these enormous down sloping shoulders and tiny head.
This is the Marut.
Oh, I remember this. Well, I don't know that.
Yeah, just a...
It's got one of those cool plastic coatings on its eyeball that is so not well done as the monocle on one of our frogs.
Look at this attack.
Unerring blade. Automatic hit. 24 force damage. Plus
Just
an
hits.
effect.
It does 4 of those.
Oh, jeez. Its attacks auto hit. Same as the Marat, can't miss. The high heels make its... You're right, Michael. The high heels also make its calves look amazing. But do we need that? No. Also, I don't know. You know how sometimes, like, what I think is just decorative and fun, and Eric is like, no, you wouldn't want to do that because in battle someone would rip out that earring or whatever it is. I know that, like, you don't want to have hoop earrings near a child because they'll probably rip them out. I get that. This, to me, having, like, an easy loop in your ankle to just stick a bow staff in there and knock their feet out from under them.
I agree.
Highly impractical. You have high AC, they ignore AC. Curious about if they kept the lore the same for the cola root.
Yeah, we'll be right back.
Created by FryMinis. Wondrous machine. Forging binding contracts between parties. Ooh. Judges the needs of planar beings, seeking uniquely binding terms, and forges ironclad agreements. Those who break them are pursued by Maruts and punished in brutally decisive fashion. Ugh. More about contracts. I don't know, this is reading Scientology to me. Four-armed beings of magic and machinery. They are inevitables, exactly like you said. I thought you were just making like a I am inevitable kind of thing, but like they're inevitables and that's the whole thing, so I have more learning to do. Surprise, surprise. The same, don't break your word. Exactly. Yes. Intense about contracts, kind of like Dennis from It's Always Sunny. Why are you always having me sign contracts? Okay. All right. Well, I was excited for the Malelephant because it had elephant in it, and now I'm less excited. Need to have jolly art to draw on the masses. Rated B for babies. Over exaggeration, but not asking for edgy, grim art though. Would be nice with a comeback of past D&D edition rougher, mature art. First of all, hi Odin. Thanks for being here, gracing us with your deity presence. Second of all, yeah, for me personally, I like jolly art, so that really works for me. I don't play this game for horror or body horror or anything like that. So things that are cute really appeal to me. I'm a 36-year-old hetero white lady, so like, yeah, I get it. It's basic, and I'm totally fine with that. Also, like, hello, Banderhobbs. I can appreciate things that are creepy and weird and fantastical. I love the fantasy elements of this game. But for me, mature art, mature content, like we're playing through BG3 right now, and I turned off the mature content. It's just not for me. But I can appreciate that I'm not everybody, and you should have that choice, and I won't try to ban it from your library. You know what I mean? Okay. We got to the Malelephant, and I don't like it.
Okay.
It's got too many eyes.
It does.
And this tiefling looks very distressed about what's going on.
Poisonous gas. One word. Well, they're thieves.
Yeah, but that looks like a rough way to die.
Did you talk about the stats at all?
Nope.
Okay.
We looked at the lore.
Okay.
Barbed trunk. Did everyone else see that video on the internet recently of like a baby elephant and all you see is the trunk and it grabs a carrot? In theory, elephants are cute to me, but it might turn out that their trunks freak me out. That's something new that I've learned today.
Did you talk to Odin?
Yes, that's what I was talking about. I like cute things.
Modrons. So this section is kind of cool that I didn't know about. So you've got all your regular Modrons that we know about.
Sure.
But there are like these leader Modrons.
Oh.
The hierarchs.
Okay. that is, what's his name? Ickis from...
Oh my god, Aria Monsters.
Yeah. It's coming up a lot today.
Mm-hmm.
What does it do with all of those? Those are tentacles. Okay. Piercing damage with tentacles. All right. That makes sense. Did we pass the time dragon, or is it in the future? We're on M, so I think we haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, it's time dragon, not dragon for the alpha sorting.
That tiefling should have taken the infernal constitution feat.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smart. Time dragon is coming up, says Caden. Well played, Nick.
Hexton.
No photo.
No picture. What?
Womp, 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 womp.
Solid frames that bristle with 6 shining flanges.
What's a flange?
Yeah.
There's something about them in plumbing.
Mm-hmm.
Google what the hexaton looks like. Nick says, Nick, I better like it. Does the hexaton Modron have 4 legendary resistances too? It does. Wow.
Did I spell it wrong? What?
I saw art that I did not like.
Oh, it's Hexton, not Hexaton. What do you see?
This.
Oh, we've got those.
Looking for something with flanges.
Yeah, tell me what we're looking for.
Welcome to the older edition's art. Is this it?
No. Third one in the top row.
Oh.
Okay. Sure.
Okay, so a flange is like a lobster claw. Third left. Oh. I like the jewels on its belt. This style of D&D art, I can honestly get behind. Like, it doesn't have to be the very highest levels of shading and production value. The old, like, black and white line art has a beautiful nostalgia to it. Yep, that says Nick.
We have 4 legendaries.
I still don't know what a flange is. I'll Google it later.
Cool. Nanaton.
Bringing rogue units into line.
Worm-like bodies.
Ugh. Started with 9. Oh. Why?
But you gotta love it with these lips.
I know. Why do they have to have such beautiful, full lips and these horrifying other parts? Only if they kept that art and updated it to be in the 5e art. That, I get it. I can see the vision for it. And I kind of want to like it. So I appreciate you making us hunt that down. Thank you.
She's got a teddy bear.
Yep. And a tiny little book. And she's ripping apart an adventurer's bag. A flange. I feel like I'm seeing characters from the 90s reboot series. Yeah. Like
the Archons are the head. So these are the top.
Oh. Leader of the pack.
Oh my god. No picture? The head of the sectors. No picture. 8 mechanical tentacles.
Spitting them in a bludgeoning whirlwind. Wow.
Makes sense. Octon, octopus.
Right.
Very on brand.
I wonder what a Septon Modron has. Oh.
Oh, look, they're all in one picture.
Got it.
A Hexton at the top. Okay, okay. You don't think it's the one with the tentacles?
I guess it does have 6. Well, to me, this is the top.
Okay.
Yeah.
These are the Octons.
Okay, those are pretty cute. I like that.
Do you like this over here?
Nope.
Oh, look, a mouth.
Yep.
Okay, that's big.
That is very big. I like that it's got what seem to be non-functional, like, push pin brads sticking out of its head, like for decoration. Those
It's a
don't do
typewriter.
anything. Yeah. Like a secret code that you type into its forehead. It has to bow down to you and you enter it in. And if you do it wrong, it springs to life with its little army. Don't see any big goofy lips on them, at least. You're exactly right. This very typical, like, robotic kind of upside down mouth perma-frown thing that it's got going is a little bit reminiscent of Bender, the things at the bottom there.
Planar incarnate. Manifestations of good and evil, law and chaos.
The most dire and fateful circumstances, they can manifest primal embodiments of their might. Ugh.
So CR 22, but only 3 legendary resistances. Okay.
Well,
333 hit points. Energy bolt 5d12. And so,
wow.
yeah, this is like Doctor Strange stuff.
Yeah. See, this is incredible. This is the kind of imagination stuff that I could never come up with. How would, like, part of a plane come to life?
How would you throw a countryside at somebody?
Yes. It's the plane personified.
Yeah. But it only does 3d12.
Yeah. Well, 2 slam. It could do 2 of those.
Sure.
Searing gaze is a really... That's a scary thing to have coming from, like, a landscape.
Well, and its size is gargantuan, so it can be as big as we want it to be.
Okay.
Okay. I think the idea is super awesome.
Yeah.
Razorvine blights. So this is like a plant creature.
Yep. Everything about that is everything I've ever wanted and more. Yeah, look at the oak leaves for a backpack or a shoulder hunch kind of thing.
Camel pack.
Camel pack. It's filled with sap and acorns.
Life draining vines.
Oh. That's so cool.
Romani. They protect the balance of these neutrals.
A dryad's worst enemy?
Or date.
Huh.
Robot. Bobot.
Bobot. Interesting.
Oh, there's CR17. They're tough.
Yeah. They can only fly and hover. I guess they don't have feet.
Okay, I'm kind of falling apart.
Yeah.
Do you want to do this by yourself, or we can do a part 2? I think
We're almost done. No?
Okay. All right, y'all. Julie's gonna take over.
Good luck to us all.
Let me know when you're done, and I'll come shut it down.
Sounds good. Feel better. Take care. Be in the comments if you want.
Oh yeah, let me grab my phone.
Good idea.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! Great. You're stuck with me because I don't have allergies. Okay. Ugh. Be better soon. I hope he's better soon too. Sorry. I wanted to go to the cat cafe. You know what I mean? Okay. I will make sure that he is taken care of as well. Thank you all. Okay. So this thing, I don't care for it. You know? Julie rules the day. Guess what? It's Banderhobtober and Fat Frog content from here on out. Fat Bear Week will also make some highlights, but who cares about the rest of this book? Not you all who signed up to come here for it. Okay, let's keep going. The Railmani are neat. Realmani. Again, my pronunciation is not going to be good here, so thanks everyone for bearing with me. Okay. From redoubts near the spire in the outlands, Arumoks oversee the preservation of the cosmic status quo, serving as leaders and strategists of the Railmani. Ooh. Occult calculations. Networks of informants. They monitor forces across the plains. There's a lot of... I mean, somebody else's description included the word bureaucracy. There's a lot of bureaucracy going on around here. They live in the spire at the center of the outlands. Ooh. Nick, you know a lot about this book. They haven't uploaded the pronunciation guide yet, so thank you, Caden. I appreciate that. Okay. Blades, multi-attacks, aura of blades, invoke weakness. Oof. Attempts to use its magic to weaken the defenses of a creature it can see within 120 feet. DC 19 wisdom, or become cursed until the end of the next turn. Takes an extra 27 force damage. Okay. CR 17. Yeah, you could probably take 27 damage at that point. Thank you for saying I'm the best, FryMinis. Okay. Cupralock Realmani. Okay. That's like a cobra cut in half that revolves around a pumpkin. All right. Infiltrate places of power throughout the multiverse, serving as spies and assassins. I believe it. Look at this guy. He's sneaky as all get out. Okay, they strike surgically, following the orders without question or emotion, and that's why robots should not be president, according to Tina Belcher. Wiry copper frames, torsos that float above their waist, separated by a hovering, polished sphere. Do you think they polish them once a month? Like, do they have, like, you know how you have to polish your boots when you're in the military? Do they have to polish their own spheres in their torsos, or do they just stay clean through magic? I don't know. Prestidigitation? Do any of them have it? I'd like to know. They do whatever they must to complete their missions. Ugh, this is like a robotic Banderhob, and I don't like it. Burnished blade or bolt attacks. I listen to a lot of lore channels. It shows, Nick. Look at that. You've provided invaluable insight here, so thank you so much. No spear polishing jokes. I'm not making any. I was talking about boots and kits and shiny metals in the military. Okay. No material components for spellcasting. Uncanny dodge. I have that. Oh, but I don't get to use it all the time. But I'm not CR12 yet. Ferromock Romani. Oh. No. I don't. It's awesome. As I've said many times, I hope, in spirit or literally. Like, it's awesome that people get so many different iterations and versions of this game. And you can play a horror adventure. You can play just a cute, cuddly adventure. You can play a robotic adventure. Like, that's all really great. And I love that that's available for the game. This kind of game isn't for me. Fighting robots is boring. I'm not here to fight robots. I don't like killing cute stuff either. I'll kill some gross stuff, but not too gross because I don't want to have to look at it. You know what I mean? It's a balance. And I think that like big, scary robots that are automatically going to hit you and kill you, not my idea of a good time. Looks like a Star Wars droid. I agree. This is like playing freaky dystopian Star Wars to me. I don't know. I do think that this giant, I don't know, is this like a press-on fingernail that this person has here? This is weird. Okay. Skewering charge. Sharpened limb. It's just a sharpened limb. Okay. Or bolt attacks. Okay. Bolt of piercing damage and psychic damage. Ugh. Ugh. All right. Next. Shemeshka. See? It took me a minute, but I got there. Shemeshka are the Arcanaloth. Shemeshka the Arcanaloth is one of Sigil, or was it? It's Sigil, right? It's a notorious crime boss. Okay. From her multiplanar casino, Fortune's Wheel, she manipulates secrets and fates across the planes. Shemeshka and her plots are further detailed in the Turn of Fortune's Wheel adventure. I do only like Nilbogs and Evil Dragons. Thank you so much. Yeah, Nilbogs are a lot of fun. They're the best. Okay. Look. This art is amazing. The purple to red blending that's going on here is beautiful. The way that the light hits, I love this color. But you're going to take me through 75 different iterations of robots, most of which are men or seem to be coded as such. And then we're going to get a lady crime boss. And she's a fox. I was not expecting that. Okay. This is weird. Vulpix, I choose you. I get that reference. I play Pokemon because the nephews play Pokemon. You're exactly right. This art is beautiful. And this is super cool. Just not at all what I was expecting for a crime boss in a robot world. She's a fiend. Fox Lady is from Zootopia. No, that was a guy. In Zootopia, the lady was a bunny. Not just a fox. She's a fiend, not just a fox. Totally get it. Yes, okay. Fiend. Cool. True sight. Resistances. So many resistances. CR 14. All languages and telepathy. She's got legendary resistances. 4 of them. That seems impressive. Nick was the fox. Thank you. Exactly. And then Robin Hood. And Marion, I guess, was a fox in that Disney. Okay. Arcane Flux. Surge of arcane energy to burst around one creature she can see within 120 feet of herself. DC 18 dex save. On a fail, you take 45 force damage and incapacitated. Ugh. That's a big... Razorvine Tiara. Okay, so that's not just for decor. There's a function to it. Melee weapon attack. 10 slashing plus 9 necrotic. If the target is a creature, it must succeed on a DC 15 con, or its speed is halved and it has disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws. That's interesting. As I've said, a Robin Hood callback, nice, thank you. I don't DM, so I'm not sure how often it is that they have special little tiaras that maybe you can pick up after you kill this fiend. I'm not sure, but that feels unique to me. Again, this is beautiful art and beautifully done, but, bonus slot. Bonus slot content. Okay, I like it now. That is a slot, right? It's got false lashes on, so I think that that's particularly beautiful. All right, Sunflies. Why do these have to have, like, cute floppy ears, but kind of human noses? And then they're bugs. Okay. Whimsical, buzzing inhabitants of the Outer Planes. They travel widely and are important indicators of the health of the realms in which they reside. How subtle. When sunflies struggle, so do the places they inhabit. Sunflies have stingers that they use to inject natural toxins into other creatures. Oh, it's organic then. Planar magic can't alter a sunfly's toxin so that its effect is different can alter their toxins, so the effect is different depending on which outer plane the sunfly is on. Fascinating. It says what she has in the special equipment feature of her stat block. Oh. Again, I'm not used to reading monster stat blocks, so I appreciate this. Special. Oh, magic crown. Yep, thank you. In the hands of anyone other than her, it functions as a tentacle rod that deals slashing instead of bludgeoning. Thank you so much for teaching me how to read the thing that's right in front of me. I genuinely appreciate it because I did not see that at all. So thank you. These candles are cool. Okay, sunflies. Toxins, depending on where they're from. Cool. Many inhabitants have strong feelings, viewing them as loathsome pests or adorable pets. Sunflies and sigil are often the pets of doting, highly protective owners. Okay, so they're like bees for the natural folks that were killing all the bees, and that's no good. But they're also like expensive designer purse dogs, is the sense that I'm getting here. They only have 2 little hit points, so you got to be careful. The effect of which is determined by the sunfly's location. Okay. Okay, so the different effects that you can have being bright light in a 5-foot radius to the end of your next turn. Not so bad. Concentrating on a spell or similar effect, make a con saving throw with disadvantage to maintain your concentration. So that's not great. Lower plane, the target speed is reduced by 5 until the end of its next turn. Okay. I was expecting these toxins, these natural toxins, to be a little bit more damaging, even from a creature with 2 hit points. But I can appreciate that they're kind of benign, cute little things. You know, you're still going to take 1d4 piercing damage from things that are meant to be cute but are still bugs, and they will sting you, so they're not that cute. But I get what they were going for. Can we get Julie to dress up as... No, you cannot. A commoner has 4 hit points, so 2 of these are as hardy as a dude. Wow. I forget that about commoners. Thank you for that reminder, Eric. I'm unsettled. I think that's the best word to describe how I feel about these things. I'm unsettled. And a swarm of them. 22 hit points. Stings, as you can imagine. Dazzling lights. They can stun you. If I use the Sunfly in my games, I'm going to have one randomly say, "You like jazz?" I assume that's referencing something, but I don't get it, so I love just "You like jazz?" I just think that would be really playful and fun. Even without the reference, I think that's really beautiful. Please do it and report back. All right. If you hold a Sunfly up to your ear, you can hear what it's like to be stung by a Sunfly. That's funny. Time Dragons. Okay, someone was excited. It's referencing the Bee movie. Oh, thank you. I only saw that once and it didn't stick with me in the way that it did with the rest of the internet, but I'll watch it again. Thank you. Now I want a dragon to ask about jazz. Okay, Time Dragons. These sleek dragons harness the power of time to manipulate the past, present, and future. Time Dragon wormlings are born with shining scales and have horns that are barely more than nubs. As they master the flow of time, their horns grow branching, rainbow-hued veins. I'm on board. Suggestive of time's paths and possibilities. By the way, who's watching Loki? Season 2 is out. I love Loki. It's one of the only Marvel shows that I fully committed to actually watching, and it's the best, I think. I love it. Time branches, you know what I mean? Loki. Appreciate. We'll talk about it later. Likely a brass dragon. Love Loki. Okay. A brass dragon to ask about jazz. That's okay. That's funny. Rim shot. That's what that noise is called. I wanted to call it a hat trick because I've been thinking about those lately because I think it's such a funny thing to call. So, okay. Ancient Time Dragons can create temporal gates connected to specific times and places in the multiverse. Using these, they and allied creatures can travel anywhere in time to affect fate-determining moments or to banish threats beyond the flow of time. As a result of their ability to travel between the ages, Time Dragons often seem unstuck from the usual flow of time and have a flexible view of what is, what was, and what will be. Look at this beautiful... I don't know if this one will open in a pop-up. Okay. The way that that's actually too small then. The rainbow is woven through are these called horns? Horns, yes. But if you told me that a dragon has rainbows in his horns, I'm going to picture a child's unicorn. And I'm going to love it. This is so subtle and so beautiful and almost like the rings of a tree as it's growing. The rainbow in the wings is a little bit less subtle, but as they were talking about it, kind of here along its neck and then up in its horns here. People are so talented. It's absolutely incredible. Okay. Loki is low-key amazing. Incredible, Nick. Way to be. I'm waiting for more episodes to come out before getting a streaming account. Streaming is expensive. Totally get it, Caden. Love your strategy. That Time Dragon has a Luck Dragon vibe. Open the pick and then right-click to open in a new tab. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. There you can get a little bit more. A little bit more detail. It's kind of pixelated now, but hopefully on a smaller screen within a screen, you can see just the beautiful rainbow effect going on here that's not like a rainbow threw up. It's subtle and it's just beautiful. And down through the neck, I wouldn't have guessed that there would be any sort of anything here on a dragon, wormling, whatever I wouldn't have guessed that, but that's such a cool detail. Oh, and there's rainbow shimmer even in its mustache. Oh, this is so pretty. And I don't know why it's sitting on an acorn, but I like it. Ooh, there's even some in its tummy. Like it swallowed a rainbow hole. Okay. I'm done squeeing about how cute that is. Time Dragons prize historical records, objects representative of lost cultures, and treasures from long-gone creators. They are fascinated by time manipulation, magic, and forgotten knowledge. Those who stumble upon a Time Dragon's hoard might find invaluable historical information from eras past. Only a 40-foot speed and climb, 80-foot fly. It's gargantuan, typically neutral. That's good to know. Cycle of rebirth. If the dragon dies, its soul coalesces into a steely egg, and teleports to a random plane of existence. The egg is immune to all damages and hatches into a time dragon wormling after 1d100 years. The dragon retains all memories and knowledge it gained in its previous life. 5 legendary resistances. Does a dragon... I'm not answering that. But the chat can have at Eric's question. 3 rend attacks of 22 each, plus 10 force. Time breath. The dragon exhales a wave of shimmering light in a 90-foot cone. Non-magical objects and vegetation in that area that aren't being worn or carried crumble to dust. Each creature in that area must make a DC 24 con saving throw. On a fail, you take 52 force damage and are magically weakened as you're desynchronized from the time stream. Okay. It's a challenge rating 26, so I can understand that this has to be really tough. And AC 22, so I get that. But this is terrifying. While the creature is in this state, attack rolls against it have advantage. It has the poison condition, and other creatures have resistance to all damage it deals. On a successful save, the creature takes half. Cool. You can repeat the saving throw. That's good. And this is... Okay, this is the ancient time dragon. We'll get to the adult time dragon next. Time gate. The dragon conjures a 20-foot diameter circular portal in the space between its horns or in an unoccupied space. So that must be what's happening in the picture. The portal links to a precise location at a point in time up to 8,000 years from the present, whether past or future. Lasts for 24 hours or until the concentration ends. Ugh. Travel through the portal is possible only by moving through its front. Anything that does so is transported to the destination, appearing in the unoccupied space nearest to the portal. Deities and other planar rulers can prevent portals created by the dragon from opening in the ruler's presence or anywhere within their domains. Can you imagine having the power to control this dragon? I sure can't. I feel sad that this version of the dragon seems to no longer age you. Wow. I wouldn't want that. Yeah, nothing here about that. All right, adult dragon. Huge dragon. AC 19, so CR 18, a little bit easier. Still with the rend attacks. Still time breath. Wait. Yes, time breath. Okay. And reaction. So it can't pull up time gates as an adult time dragon. I'm thankful for that. Not really miss it, but the ghosts from the monster manual had an aging effect, so I was disappointed the time dragon doesn't have it too. I can see where you're coming from. A time dragon's lair. It's in the ruins of ancient civilizations or temples to dead gods and do their utmost to preserve these historical sites. Wow. More incredible art. Okay, I guess this breath isn't weakening them. This just happens to be older adventurers. Lair actions. Temporal fling. Fling a creature 60 feet of itself forward through time. Fling a creature forward through time. Wow. Temporal lag. Slows the time for a creature. Timeline divergence. The dragon chooses a space. Blah, 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 blah. Dragon chooses which version is moving or acting. Wow. Regional effects. Some places it likes cheese curds, and some places it calls all sodas Coke. Altered by the dragon's magic, creating one or more time dilations, timelessness. This time dilation thing is actually pretty cool. Time fluctuates within 3 miles of the lair. Short rests taken within this area take 10 minutes or 2 hours, your choice. Timelessness. Beasts, humanoids, and plants within 3 miles of the lair age only 1 year for every 10 years that pass. If the dragon dies, these effects fade over the course of 1d10 days. That's interesting. Okay, and then a young time dragon. Easier to hit, fewer hit points, as one would expect. I love cheese curds. Glad to see Temporal Fling is still in there. Love this art too. I agree, this art is so beautiful. The red in the background. It just makes everything pop. Groban likes his ladies to pop. Very cool. Aw. Look at the little one. Aw. It's got fat little feet, like when a puppy's feet are too big for its body because it hasn't grown into them yet. That's precious. Don't pick fights with dragons, and especially not ones that already remember eating you. We should have been reading these the whole time. This is the kind of humor that I really appreciate. I could see a city worshipping a time dragon as a god because they effectively have eternal youth. That's clever. I love that idea. Like, that's a really cool setup for an adventure / a full campaign. That could be fascinating. Oh dear. This looks a little bit like the French word for frog, which is grenouille, last I remembered, which was in high school. But vargouilles? Vargouilles? Roland, if you're still here, I believe you're in Louisiana, so your Creole or French interpretation of this might be very helpful. If you're not here, that's okay. Flying fiends that resemble disembodied vargouilles. Okay, thank you. Vargouilles are flying fiends that resemble disembodied humanoid heads with wings. Okay. Well, I don't need to keep reading that then. I thought that this was like opening up its chest with its wings. I don't like that. Look, even the gargoyle is upset by what it's looking at because it's... I don't like any of this. This is awful. Abyssal curse. Horrific reflection. Yeah, no kidding. Ugh. I don't want to look at that. All right, and then we get into faction agents, which as far as I'm concerned is not monsters. So I guess that's the last of it. I don't know. Eric, you tell me, am I supposed to keep going through the faction agents?
Keep going.
Eric says I'm supposed to keep going. You got it. Okay, faction agents. This section is faction agents. 12 ascendant factions. Okay, that Baker hat, though. The Baker hat had so much potential. When I was here, I was like, oh no, they're harassing a baker who makes the cutest cupcakes in the realm. And then I got to it and I was like, never mind. Ugh. All right, let's look at this art. Let's just palette cleanse real quick. Look at, there's a flumph. There's a flumph back here. Can you see it? And one of those blue people. With the wings, they're not Asgardians. Asmar. Now they kiss, bite to curse you, which eventually causes your head to rip off and grow bat wings and fly away to spread the curse. I hate that, Nick. Thank you so much for providing that lore from a friend instead of this page that I didn't want to read. So I'm glad I had to hear it from you. Soften the blow a little bit. But I hate everything about that. I hate it. Okay. Ascendant factions. Excuse me. Harmonium. Enforce peace through might. That's a conundrum. Heralds of Dust, believe we're already dead. Mercy Killers, bringers of merciless justice. Mind's Eye, seekers of godhood. Society of Sensation, just like that spider that lives for sensations, which I still don't understand what it means, but they find truth through experience. I think they probably go to Burning Man. Transcendent Order, act unfettered by thought. No thoughts, just vibes. Don't worry, they also appear in Monsters of the Multiverse. Blah. Okay. This is what we've... Oh. This is the coolest cloak I've ever seen in my life, and I want it. This is amazing. Okay, Athar. Claim the gods are frauds. If I had a cloak like that I sewed with my own two hands or paid a tailor to make, I might believe that the gods are frauds as well. Because if this could be handed down from a deity and wasn't, what kind of deity is that? They're not a friend, I can tell you that much. She has diamonds in her chest plate. She has a little Groot head with ears and some red face paint. She's got some sort of portal she's summoning. Defier's Whim. Nullify spell. That's cool. I'd love to have that. I don't know what this little orb is. I don't care. I just think that she's maybe the coolest person I've ever seen, and that includes her very silly, like 90s high head pony. I love this cloak. Look how her boots curl up, but they're supposed to. Okay. That's an 80s shoulder pad. Okay, you're exactly right. She is working girl chic, especially with that high pony. With okay, they just keep the good stuff to themselves. There it is. Eric, you are right to tell me to keep going. She's incredible. Oh! Bleak Cabal Void Smoother. Cable, Dangerous Cabals. Find no sense in the multiverse. If I looked like that, I would agree. There's no sense in the multiverse. So you might as well just live free. I think this is the cutest thing that I've ever seen in my life. I want to give them a hug. Soothing word. They seek a magical word of mercy, healing one creature. Look at this gentle giant. This gentle, confused giant. It's small or medium, so it's not actually a giant. But look how big and beefy this friend is. Oh. I've also never seen chainmail shoulder pads. I'm not quite sure what's going on here, but I love everything about it. Let's give him the smallest mace ever. I just noticed that. Like, this is a small or medium humanoid, so it's not even like that's like someone else's mace that they picked up. And look at his little boots. I think he probably has to re-sew them often because his big beefy feet rip out of them. Those don't look very well. Like, those aren't, I don't think those are even leather. I feel like those would shred apart a lot. Could be a halfling's mace. It could be. Okay, this I love. And by the way, look at those cheekbones. You know? I'm here for that. Okay. Sigel's factions aren't all alike, Chief. You got the ones that'll take your ears off and then club you, and the ones that'll club you and then take your ears off. Important difference there. Okay. Doomguard, Doomlord. Look at how tryhard this person is. This dude looks like he sucks. I don't want to be around him. He's got dark brown hair. He's covered in blood. He just looks like he tries really hard to be righteous in an unjust world, and I don't want anything to do with him. I do like how big his ears are. Those are very night elf-like ears, but nah. Oh! Zandaria's Dark Shadow. Poor dude couldn't soothe a halfling before its death, and the mace is a constant reminder that everyone needs to be soothed. Oh, it's like a baby rattle. Caden. The Doomlord is dressed like a World of Warcraft character, but he has no regrets. Regrets tattooed on his neck. I think you're all exactly right. World of Warcraft player, totally. I loved being a night elf, as I shared it earlier, but this whole situation is not for me. No regrets. Okay. This is another night elf. This is clearly a night elf. Okay, still a Doomguard. Rotblade. I love that it's got our chef friend's skull as its sword. It's just a skull with bat wings. I mean, I like this one a lot more than I like this one. This one looks crazed. The Rot Blade, I hate that name, but I kind of really love bone armor. I always think it looks cool. And he looks exhausting, and like he's have like a full library full of books that he'd want you to read before you could have a conversation with him, and I'm not interested in any of that. He looks exhausting, but not as awful as this dude. This dude is a full-on conspiracy theorist. This dude is like on the edge. I'm important. Yes. Do you like the Rat Blade armor? Agree, Eric. Yeah. Hello, Faded Shaker. This is my kind of person. This is if Alan Cumming, Nightcrawler, fell into some wealth or we're in a different time period. Yes. Look at those sleeves. Can you imagine? That's like a full-on tent. Those sleeves are everything that I've ever wanted and more. The cane has multiple rubies in it. Look at this bow. That's like a Christmas bow attached to another Christmas bow on his shoulder. This is the definition of swagger. This is everything I've ever wanted and more. Oh, they're bullies who shake down those indebted to the faction's tax collectors and evictors. Okay, that explains why he dresses so well. These enforcers use their magic to intimidate and subjugate those who try to stand up to them. You know what? Everything's a little bit evil every now and again. And if you're going to be evil, at least look good doing it and execute it perfectly. I'd trip over myself if I wore that. His charisma should be 30. Totally agree. That's a first place award. That's exactly what that is. First place on the chest and then a follow-up first place on the shoulder. They're linked together because he won every category. I am late. Hi, the one true donut. So glad that you're here. It's true you are a little bit late, but we're still having fun and doing almost nothing of value other than having a good time with our friends. So I'm so glad that you're here. He's wearing the puffy shirt. It's the puffy shirt. It's the white puffy Seinfeld shirt, but even exaggerated in that form. I also love that, like, these aren't steel-toed boots. They are gold-plated loafers. Gold-toed loafers? I don't know. I love everything about this. Another reason that I play this game. And in the face, I said Alan Cumming, and I meant that, but I could also see this being Gary Oldman, but like a Gary Oldman with more charm, which I think is just Alan Cumming. So I stand by what I said the first time. I want to be this person. It's my dream to be able to be like cruel and snooty and high maintenance. And I'm from the Midwest, so I can't really deliver on most of those things. But if I looked like this and that my night clothes, like my going out for the evening to the opera were this, no, this is my robe. This is my, like, take off the shoulder pads and just wear it around the house. Like, this is my dressing gown. And then my daytime look is this. Yeah. Okay. We're not done. We've got more. Okay. The Fraternal Order of Bender. Fraternity of Order Law Bender. This is quite quaint. I love the color mixing here. Okay. Members of the Fraternity of Order find and exploit loopholes in the laws of the multiverse. Lawbenders are magistrates who skirt the rules of probability and space, moving freely and manipulating the outcomes of actions around them. Yep. You're a spooky, creepy wizard witch. I don't know if there are any people who are familiar with social workers in the audience, but they do this thing called motivational interviewing where they basically get you to do things that you theoretically want to do, but they like make it happen. And that's when I first learned that there are witches in the real world. They're called social workers and they only use their powers for good for the most part. And I'm pretty sure that's what this is. I love the hat. I love the hat. I love the flying books. I love the what is right and wrong. Who really knows? Our gavel is ethereal. Christopher Walken 2 needs more cowbell. Love it. Yes. All the swagger of Christopher Walken. Okay, Dispel Magic at Will is pretty intense. Is that this one? At will, yes. Dispel Magic at Will, yes. Well, they've got that powerful purple gavel, so they're going to use it for good. Well, to their own benefit, I should say. Hands of the Havoc Firestarter. Oh, wow. This is what you would see at a very high-end haunted house around Halloween. Fly at will, too. Dispel Magic, Fly, Mage Armor, Mage Hand, Prestidigitation. Yes, those are the good ones. Okay, these things confuse me. The Hands of Havoc Firestarter confuses you, or the little one confuses you? Check out the lore. Oh, okay. Pyromaniacal agents known as fire starters burn away oppressive systems through chaos and flame. They wield hammers that emit magical flames, perfect for smashing and burning. They could just have a book of matches and call it a day. It could be very easy. Cool mall. Agree. This is cool. This is something that you would find in a haunted house wearing like a leather iteration of a Jason hockey mask. I love the triple layer shoulder pauldron, just for a little design detail and flair. I don't know, he's kind of wearing rags. This isn't that exciting. Havoc Flask. Magical flames cling to it, causing it to take 3 fire damage at the start of each of its turns. After the Firestarter throws the flask, roll a d6. On a 3 or lower, the Firestarter has no more flasks to throw. Okay. So yeah, just a full-on fire-loving miscreant. Their alignment is any. Yep, they align only to the fire, whether cleansing or purifying or destroying. Hammer's perfect for burning. Hits pile of wood. It won't light. Okay. This is all absurd. Harmonium Captain. Lead peacekeeper patrols. They bolster their subordinates in battle and bring the authority of the Harmonium crashing down on suspects within their commands. With their commands. Dictate. Verbal command. 3 creatures. This is very cool armor. I love the shin spikes. I don't know what benefit those serve. Like, I don't know that anyone is coming at your shins in a way that you could spike them like that. If anything, it would be downward facing spikes that you could shin somebody with, I guess. I don't know. I'm sure they serve a purpose that I don't understand. It's probably not just decorative, but they look very silly. She looks concerned, and I understand her for that. I would be concerned if I had to get in and out of all of this armor every day. And if I had to, you know, lead a people for righteousness, that's a lot of pressure, and I'm not interested in having it. Any alignment. This knife situation, it's a lot. Okay. Defend off ankle biters. Bum. These cute mice folk from earlier in the street. Oh no! Please don't hurt the little mices. Peacekeeper! Look at this goof. Look at how his mustache curls out in a way that his bad haircut also curls out. Distinctive red plate armor and wield planar man catchers, polearms whose metal pinchers prevent criminals clamped in their grasp from teleporting away, making them excellent at catching wrongdoers. That's a cool thing. I get that. I like that. Chill, dude. The spikes should be hard to squeeze. They would be hard to squeeze into a Honda Fit, which is what I drive, and I love it. Chill, dude. Are you saying he's a chill dude or he needs to chill? He looks like a chill dude. I think that's what you're saying, and I agree. I just got confirmation from the living room that that's what you meant. Pack tactics! I do not like pack tactics. It's exhausting. He is a chill dude. Okay, good. Electrified man catcher. That's... I can't comment on what I would think an electrified man catcher would be. Heralds of Dust Remnant. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I don't like that at all. Cool shoes. And gloves, I guess. No, I don't like this. Remnants are dusters who sought undeath via rituals but failed. Liaisons and spies, these agents exist in a halfway point between life and death. If I looked like this, I would wish for death. Not to be like, not because I'm all about looks, but look how unhappy that person looks. You know what I mean? That seems like a miserable place to be stuck. Although I do like this swinging thing that looks a little bit like the little smoke things that I think Catholic priests use. I'm not familiar. Bane, Dimension Door, Web. Can you zoom in on ribs? I don't want to. Are those human ribs? I think those are homemade. There's like, well, I guess that's a sternum. I guess they just had to, like, instead of being curved inward the way that they're supposed to, they had to curve them up so that they didn't actually fit over the rib cage. Half-lich. Never match your outfit with your skin tone. Agreed. It's not a good look, Michael. You know. I feel like I'm looking at Mad Max character. That's exactly what it is. You've exactly named it, Caden. It's a Mad Max character, and I don't care for those. This kind of, like, freaky... half-dead, gaunt-looking, oof. And just, this person looks sad, you know? Let's just let them. And is this like one spider limb sticking out of their apron? Ugh, look at these freaky tools. Uh-oh, okay. This looks, oh, they have a hand clasp. It's a handbag. Do you get it? Thanks, Eric. I can hear him laughing from the living room. Oh. Yeah. I don't care for this thing. I just don't. Probably a necromancer. Mercy Killer Bloodhound. Oh! Would you look at those talons? Okay. Clad in black armor and spiked gauntlets that end in steel claws, bloodhounds hunt down those guilty of serious offenses in Sigil. These trackers pursue their targets across the plains. Okay. Kind of like a bounty hunter. But a bloodhound instead. I don't want to mess with her. This armor is very cool. These manacles are upsetting to me. How do we learn about them? Portal sense. I don't see anything about them. I think they might just be fun. Sure. Clawed gauntlet, but I'm not talking about the gauntlet. I'm talking about the manacles. I can hear her talking to me from the other room. It's very productive, as you can tell. Yeah, I figured that these, almost like the staff that we looked at earlier, wouldn't let you jump planes, but they don't actually say that. So I think that's just a cool detail that the artist added in. The clawed gauntlet is very scary, and I also love that you might be able to do knee damage, like piercing damage with a knee. I just think that's cool. Mind's Eye Mattersmith. Members of the Mind's Eye believe the power to transcend the multiverse lies in every individual. Mattersmiths harness this innate power to reshape reality in Sigil's great foundry, manifesting useful tools from nothing. If that's not a Michigander, I don't know what is. Previous pick might have been an incense burner. Thank you, Caden. Yes, that is the type of thing that I was thinking of with the smoke and the swinging. So, thank you. I'm not. Okay. Mind's Eye Mattersmith. Look at this. What a different color scheme than what we've seen before. This beautiful lightness and brightness, an ankle cowboy style boot. Freaky long fingers that I assume is some sort of glove that lets them cast that magic shield. Very fancy eyewear or face accoutrement. Okay, when we learned that they were able to manifest useful tools from nothing, I really thought that it was going to be like you pick up a stick and you whittle it into an elaborate sword, not that they had magic to help them through these things. No more hot and now for you. Yes! I heard about this hot and now secondhand through a phone call with Eric's family. And I'm devastated, and I'm going to have to make my own hot and now olive burgers by getting like a quarter pounder with cheese, I guess, and then just putting a fistful of mayonnaise and a fistful of green olives on it. And I'm pretty sad. A quarter pounder deluxe, because that'll come with lettuce and tomatoes, which are necessary. The Mind's Eye is sky blue. Indeed it is. Mind's Eye is sky blue. Oh, that's like a thing. Okay, got it. Well, it's beautiful, and I appreciate that their clothes then match the Mind's Eye if they're smiths of matter. I get it. I follow what you're saying. So the colors aren't surprising, but they're still beautiful. And it's got that rainbow sheen effect, just like the Time Dragon from earlier. Society of Sensation. Oh, geez. Talk about exhausting. Society of Sensation Muse. The muses of the Society of Sensation are performers who enthrall crowds with spectacle and minor sensory experiences. When threatened, they beguile their foes, placating their enemies with magical displays. I don't want to hear you play your guitar, man. You know? Like, have a good time and sit in the woods and hang out with those freaky dog bugs, but being around this person seems like they speak way too slowly and they're just... Ugh. Okay. If edibles were people, that's exactly it, Caden. Not my thing. I'm very happy for them to be happy. I think that's all beautiful, but this looks exhausting. Peace and love, man. Totally. Yep. Hippies. I wasn't around when the original hippies were here for a reason. I appreciate the rights that they fought for and granted us, but not my kind of person. But they can comprehend languages. And hypnotic pattern. If that wasn't a giveaway, I don't know what would be, but hypnotic pattern seems exactly right. I wondered if people could hear the sneeze. I hope that the microphone wasn't picking up on it, but yeah, that's what we mean when we say Eric is deathly allergic to things that he's not even near. Transcendent Order Conduit. Members of the Transcendent Order trained to act without thinking. No good. Eliminating the thought behind action. Conduits reach with the cadence of the multiverse. react. Conduits react with the cadence of the multiverse. Their sharp reflexes border on precognition, allowing them unconsciously to act before their foes. Okay, if you're going to tell me that they act without thinking, I guess I wouldn't have pictured a giant boxer-looking creature, but I think she looks great. I like that she's essentially wearing Toms, but with a pointed toe. Yeah, we can hear you sneezing and laughing. It's not happening as often as I'd like, to be honest with you. The laughing. Yeah, when you say conduit, I wouldn't have expected it to be a person. And I get that robots think, they don't just act, so this probably wasn't going to be a robot. But when we played with a conduit, it was a robot. So I wasn't expecting this to be like an orc type thing. Smaller, medium, humanoid, any alignment. 3 reactions. 3 reactions per round. Jeez. Deflect, don't be there. When the conduit must make a saving throw, it can move up to half its speed without provoking an opportunity attack. If its new position moves it out of range or otherwise makes it impossible to be targeted by the effect, the conduit avoids the effect entirely. That's awesome. Eric, I would like to add that to my rogue, so let's just put that on as a feat at level 8. Thank you so much in advance. Instinctive reflexes, unarmored defense. Yeah. This is cool. I'm surprised. I didn't expect to see a big, muscly, fighty half-orc. Think of an instinct Jedi, conduit of the Force. I think that's an orc. I think I said something else, so thank you, orc. Think of an instinct Jedi. You know I can't think of a Jedi, so that comment must not be for me. Conduit of the Force, again, not for me. Okay. This is the last thing on the page, so bear with me. Transcendent Order Instinct. Elite martial artists' instincts have learned to fight unburdened by thought, deflecting the blows of their enemies in rapid succession. Okay, I get that this is a conduit. This is an instinct. I understand that they're related. But once again, when I, who spends so much time on the internet, see, like, unburdened by thought, I think of orange cats, because I follow a lot of people who have cats, or like cats going goblin mode, or cats where they shouldn't be, and like all that kind of stuff on Twitter. And people with orange cats often talk about like, this orange cat has never had a thought in their entire life. And so to see a beautiful orange lizard with a frill behind them and some tenderly type hair, and they're unburdened by thought, what a simple, beautiful life this dragon must lead. What a simple, beautiful life. It's like a drunken fighter style. I want to be this monk subclass.
It's a cow.
I know that there's a cow in the office now. He's trying to get me to wrap up so that he can turn off the stream and go to bed. And I get that and I respect it.
No, you've done a great job.
Thank you so much. It's been my pleasure. Okay. If I had to pick a favorite thing that we looked at today, it would be... Nope. Bear with me while I find it. This one.
Really?
Yeah. This is my favorite thing that we looked at today.
I'm surprised to hear that.
Kelubar Demonad. Demodand.
D&D. Demo D&D.
This is my favorite thing. It
has its own language. I didn't know that.
Oh. Well, I would like a character that learns to speak it then.
What do you think their language sounds like? That's pretty good. I was going to go with something like... a series of giggles and laughs.
That's adorable. I feel like there's this skin over here that allows for a lot of breathy sounds.
I agree. I think you're right.
But I think what you said is really cute. And I wish I'd gone that direction anyway.
All right.
Thanks again so much for hanging out. It's
Yeah.
been an absolute blast. Let me know what your favorite thing is in the comments, and I will look at them tomorrow because I'm going to go to bed because that's who I am as a person. I think the fangs get in the way of the laughter. Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, my idea was bad. I get it, everybody. I get it. Maybe,
but it's cute.
Maybe
and it's a magical game.
that weird spider talks and giggles.
Okay, that I could see. I don't want to see it, but I could see it happening. So thank you all so much for hanging out and for bearing with me while I just guessed and talked about the costumes, but I left stuff up on the screen so that hopefully you could read it if it was really important to you. I so appreciate how active the chat has been.
Yeah, very awesome. Thank y'all.
Who's this frog demon man? Thank you, Adam, for being here. We are wrapping up, but this is the Kelubar Demodand, and it's wonderful. That's exactly what I'm your
cousin.
There. Everything about it is wonderful. We're done. Truly, thank you all so much for hanging out. Happy Banderhobtober. FryMinis.com for more information on the FryMinis Banderhobtober painting contest where you can submit a frog or a frog-like mini. I can't wait to see what you submit. I will probably cry because I love them so much. That's just how it goes. Cheers to Eric. We all hope that he feels better, and we know he will soon. 2-hour stream was fun. I agree. No more Michigander comments. We love them.
Your thing can turn invisible at will.
Yes, I can. This is me when I don't have on a Fenty lipstick.
Oh my god. Okay. Thanks everybody.
Thank you.
We'll see you later.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.